And we are back right here on the amazing 102.5 FM. And I don't know if I said the name yet, but with the lift, where our aim is to empower and to inspire. And I'm so grateful to have MyTesha here today. We've already been dropping some nuggets and real talk about storms. But MyTesha, I'm going to pull this on into you a little bit closer. Okay. So is storms something you just heard about? Or is storms something as a business owner, as an individual, as a human that you've actually experienced? How does it show up in your life?
I have definitely experienced storms. I am a native Houstonian, but I've also lived in Louisiana. And at one point, I felt like the storms were chasing me down. I left one state, went to Louisiana, and then was run back home after storms there. So I definitely have some experience with storms that are caused by weather, and also storms that are caused even by ourselves. I've been the cause of some of my own personal storms.
That's a good one.
And experience some storms.
Let's stay right there.
Okay. Come on, let's dive in.
Yes, I think that's real talk, right? I mean, particularly in this work that I do on this side of grant writing and stuff, my eyes have been opened the more to how some of the storms that business owners experience, nonprofit leaders experience, I experience, it is not the man, even though that's real. It is not the system, even though that's real. It is not racism, even though that's real. I'm not minimizing any of those things, but so many times what I have noticed is baby, you did that to you.
Yes.
They told you be there by 8 o'clock. You showed up at 10:30. That's not them being racist. That's you was 2 hours late.
Agreed.
Yeah. So talk about that a bit.
Absolutely. I think that in business, I have and even in my personal life, I've learned a lot through hard lessons. And those hard lessons are the ones that you seem to pay for and kick yourself for the longest. But even from a business standpoint, in many instances, we believe that we have a certain level of expertise or of knowledge. We may believe that we know it all, and we may not treat our staff we may not treat our staff correctly. We may not ask questions. We may not want to ask for help. In a lot of cases, when you're starting your own business, you don't want to ask for help, or you take on more than you should take on yourself, and then it ends up costing you more in the long run. Imagine attempting to make your own repair yourself, and you causing an incident or causing an issue that's much larger than your original issue. So
absolutely.
Now your repair cost has doubled because you didn't do so. Or even being notified that there was a storm that was coming, or for instance, when the freeze came, I did not cover all of my pipes and all of my properties because I just said, they always say the weather's going to be bad. That weather ended up being much worse than we expected. And had I taken the time to spend 30 minutes, 45 minutes to go and wrap some pipes, I probably would have saved thousands of dollars that I had to experience or allocate for repairs much later.
Are you talking about that one that came a couple of years back?
Yes, ma'am.
Same. I mean, I got to raise my hand and say, me too.
If the weather gets chilly, I'm wrapping the pipes. So
they tell you drain all that water and everything. I didn't do, and my stuff bursts from the inside. Absolutely, you're right. And so even in what you just shared, like about creating the storms in our own lives, some of the things that I heard you say was thinking that you know everything, so not being able to listen. We mistakenly call everybody who corrects us a hater. Everybody not hating. Some people are literally trying to tell you the truth, right?
Trying to help us.
Trying to help us. You said, not treating people right.
Correct.
Never really knowing when that stuff is going to come back to bite you, right?
Yes, because in life it's all about relationships.
It is.
And I have grown. I've been on both ends of that spectrum. More recently, I try to pride myself with being on the better side of the spectrum.
But I'm growing. I'm working on my testimony.
But
you look good on that camera, honey. I see you. Come on in here.
It's definitely about relationships, because how you treat people
shows
karma
up.
is real. It's real. It comes back. But you always want to be able to pride yourself in treating people the way you want to be treated. And in many cases, you can do the smallest thing for someone, but it has the largest impact. And that relationship grows, evolves, unfolds. You may be able to have doors and opportunities presented to you that you would never have had had you not just extended a small, kind gesture to someone or treated someone well. And just bearing in mind that everyone is going through everything.
That's it.
My
You're not the only one in the storm.
Your storms may be your storms.
I think that's huge. I think we should pause there, because I think people can operate as if, because I'm going through something, that gives me the right to be ugly, to be nasty, to be, because I'm going through something. And we forget she about going through something too.
Absolutely. And there have been so many instances. I'll never forget, I was in Home Depot preparing for a storm, buying supplies to be able to just ensure that I was protected and that everything, coverings. And there was a young lady in Home Depot that worked there, and I was trying to find something that I couldn't find. I was patient and I was kind, and I just waited for her. The lady found me much later in the store, and she just said, I'm so sorry. I'm having a very rough day. I'm trying to prepare myself. I can't get to my kids. I'm stuck and being required to work. Please forgive me.
Yes.
Now, when that lady sees me, I'm in Home Depot more than I want to be in Home Depot.
Yes, right.
But now when she sees me, she goes over and beyond to help me. So my kindness and my patience on one day has yielded 3, 4, 5 years of excellent service.
Yes.
She even calls me when things that she know I may need are going on sale.
Right.
So, just remembering to, sometimes we have to get out of our own way.
Yeah.
We have to step back. We have to be considerate. And even if someone doesn't treat you well, you have to be able to cover them with the same level of grace that you want to receive yourself.
Yeah. And I think as we prepare to wrap up, because I do want to give you another moment at the end to talk about your business. And if people want to receive some coaching, even in this or with real estate, with technology, all things that, I think what you said about the woman is a primary tool that we can share today. You said she went out of her way. She found you.
Yes.
And she apologized. She found you and she apologized. Yep. And I see this meme often that says people want to be adults in every way except when it comes to being able to acknowledge and apologize.
Yes.
So talk to us just a bit about that. If there are storms that are happening that you've created for yourself in your personal worlds or even in your business, what is really the power of ownership and apologizing?
I think accountability is priceless, and it takes you so far because everyone makes mistakes. So no one in this world is expecting perfection or should not expect perfection. But if you make a mistake, or even if it's not a mistake, if you were just egregiously wrong,
bad choice.
Yes, if you made a poor choice, being able to accept responsibility for that choice, and even though we can't rewind the hands of time, but identify if there are any opportunities for you to try to correct or minimize the damages that occur from those decisions. I think that that's priceless. And in a lot of ways, you will receive and garner more respect, more, a stronger, strengthened relationships with other people, with them wanting to work with you moving forward. Because yes, you dropped the ball on that, but this is how you recovered. And you didn't give up. And you didn't just walk away.
Right,
and
didn't make excuses.
Right. And that makes you a dependable team member, whether you're working within your company. It makes you a dependable contractor, resource.
Yes.
It makes people want to deal with you if there's an opportunity to do so in the future.
Yes. Thank you, MyTesha. And so we are here, y'all, right here at the end. And so should you desire more information on all things MyTesha, whether it's real estate, technology, service with young people, with teens, or even just obviously some conversations and some processing from life experiences, you can look right there at your camera that I'm getting in and tell the people whatever you would like to say as your final thoughts for today.
Absolutely. I definitely am very big on helping out, paying forward, and just sharing knowledge. I think that there's no gatekeeping here on my end. And if there's something that I have that I'm able to share, absolutely willing to do so. So if you have any questions as it relates to real estate, investing, purchasing, procuring, teens, troubled teens, and even giving back and helping that audience that is underserved, technology, or even anything regarding building and developing. Just recently entered into that venture and starting on new construction jobs, all solo, as an individual and a female in that entity.
That's great.
So if you would love to receive any information, if you have any questions, do not hesitate. I will not shy away from sharing. Again, telephone number is 832-525-0518, and I am the owner of the Masters Kingdom, LLC.
Thank you, MyTesha, for coming in for a moment, and for our listening audience, thank you for joining us again for this whole thing on storms on the amazing 102.5 FM. We will see you next week.
Thank you.